Hey guys, Tuesday, June 11th, 2024, Nat Gas, looking at Elliott wave count. This is the monthly, so we know this is the August 23rd, 2022 high of $10.02. So we got a 1, 2, 3. The program thinks that this is a wave 3, that February or whatever, that March 29th week low. And it's thinking that this is a wave 4, meaning that there is a wave 5 coming down in the future. And it's projecting negative, which I'm not part of that camp. I don't think this is going to play out. I mean, crude went negative, but I don't know it's going to happen to natural gas, but you never know. But I'm not part of the camp of thinking that we're going to go negative, zero or minus zero on natural gas, but it's projecting a wave 4 here and then a downside. Maybe I could see maybe 144 getting kissed, but so be it. We're right now at this projection at 288. It says if there's going to be another wave 4 here, it's going to be 369, around 370, and it's probably going to be the 50. I don't know if this is the SMA or EMA, but so far those are the targets for wave 4 on the monthly. Now, what I am part of the camp is a wave 5 of August 23rd, 2022 high. You got a 1, 2. This is wave 3 that went April 14 low. You got a wave 5 of October 27th high. And then February 20th, 2024, wave 5. And then once you spread out, you see that you have a 1, 2, working on a 3 still. You got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within this wave projection. And if it's going to continue grinding higher, there's a wave 3 projection of 323, which I think is very, very possible. And looking at the price action this morning, it looks like it wants to go higher or at least test a high. So keep that in mind. But then, there is going to be a correction for wave 4. And that, as of right now, 259 is a possible target and all the way to 240. Once that happens, you got a wave 5 of 340 over here, which makes sense. You've been watching my market profile. There's a lot of resistance there. And there is one even further higher at 389. So we'll see. There's nothing else up here. Yep. And this is on the weekly. So let's see how that's going to play out. And then lastly, on the daily, you got 1, 2, 3. You got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a little higher. Maybe this could be your wave 3, 322, which is very possible. We're very close. And then projection lines of 261 for wave 4, around 260, and even 241. And a final wave 5 all the way to 390 in regards to the Elliott wave count. As you can see on the daily Stokes, very, very overbought. I haven't seen this thing so long in a while. Like the length of it is just super overbought. So see when it gets so, in the overbought, you get little things and then it comes down, a little short one. This one was pretty long, but this is the longest. So it's very, very overextended, but it is what it is. Just follow price action. Price action is king. Okay, I gave you a little bit of Elliott. Let's see. We're pushing higher. It looks like we're going to test this high of that 309 that we made a high up? Yep, 309. And you see this candle right here looking good. Volume is kind of young because we're early in the day, so we'll see how that's going to play out. But so far, looking good. At our simple glance chart, the only thing I'm concerned about, let's lower this a little bit, is that linear regression channel. But if it's going to continue grinding higher, it can continue pushing higher. It's just going to be very, very overextended. You can see things are very overextended. But you know what? Just ride the wave. Ride the wave. Trail your stops. Because eventually it's going to do some kind of correction. And we're just trying to, figure out when that's going to happen. But so far, the monthly is good. PVS buy signal. This is concerning, but we'll see how it resolves. And on the daily, it's pushing higher. We got a value area high of 327 on the yearly chart. So let's see if that's where it wants to go and kiss. I got 323 and I got 332 as targets. And you can see we're still pushing higher. Looking at our Gann grid from the 823 high of 1002, we're above that angle. So far, looking good. I would like it to push higher to enter this demand zone, right? supply zone. Sorry, not demand zone, supply zone. Let's look at our Andrews pitchfork. Yep. Kind of find support here. Broke this angle. So now we need to break above this Andrews pitchfork, which is these pivots right here. And if we could break above there and float here, it's very possible that we could hit, those targets of 323, 332, and maybe even higher. Maybe even test this area right here. Let's go into our midpoint chart. Everything so far is looking good. Let's look at the daily. The daily probably has the most information. So we came down, bounced off the midpoint, which was 3 to 87. It pierced it here, but then regained in the overnight session. I was worried we were going to crack below here and it was going to continue here because we already at the 45 degree in the square of 9 of 307. I thought that was going to be a turning point, and we mirrored already a move from October 27th high to the February 20 low. We just mirrored that right now, and I thought there was going to be a correction, of price and time being balanced. But so far, it's ignoring that and finding support here at this pivot of $3, and now pushing higher in the overnight. So let's see, maybe in the U.S. session we test 309 and continue pushing higher. What would be a fail? A fail would be a fail new high. We stall here at the U.S. session, come down, and don't find support here, and then push lower, and that's where probably I'll get stopped out. But so far, the 200 SMA, or maybe the EMA, is keeping us in trend. It's just going to get choppy. Just watch out. The Black Widow does not play with you. And lastly, let's go. Everything else looks the same. The Mobos, Stokes, everything looks here. It kind of got a dip in the 4 hour, but looks like it's going up. I would like it to see get above the Mobo bands. But so far in the what is it, the hourly? Yeah, so far it's looking good, and the trend is still up. Lastly, square of 9. We right here, $3.07. And we made a high at 309. Can we push higher? If we can, we need to push at least to 316. And this is going to be a natural resistance. This is the 90 degree. So naturally, this is going to be resistance if we get to grind up here. If we get to here and hold it between 307, 316, we'll have a fighting chance to get to 323, maybe 320. And you could say maybe even 332. Those are targets I have to the upside. If one of those targets gets kissed, I might take some off the table, but that's what I'm pushing. But we need to at least get to 316, and I know it's going to be rough once we get there. 340 around here. This between 332. You could probably say between 332 around 340. All this is going to be very rough. The market profile already is giving me, a heads up. This is going to be very, very, very rough. You got the 180 with 334. But we'll take baby steps. Let's get to 316 today or somehow this week, and then assess and then see if we could continue pushing higher to hit these targets for a wave, 3. And then do some kind of correction. And then I looked at seasonality. July is weak on natural gas. Heads up. I did look at that up. July is weak. Does it have to, start going down July? I don't know. Or from here, make a high and go down? Yeah, it could probably be a little correction. That makes sense for a wave 4. And then, resume and do a wave 5 maybe into August, September. But I'll let you go. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that gas.